We're rolling?
Rolling.
It's on?
We're live.
Is the audio good?
Live.
Everything's good?
Live and direct.
Cool. All right. Well, welcome to the Straight and Curly podcast. This is me, Neema. I go by Straight. This is my brother, Omid. He goes by Curly. And today, it's somewhat of a special episode, I guess. A birthday special.
Oh, yes.
And it's my birthday. So we're like, thank you. We're going to... Oh, yeah? We're going to do a nice little quick episode for my birthday. Not for my birthday, but just on my birthday. And I'm 27 years old, so this is episode 122. Has no correlation, but we're here, so it doesn't matter.
For those of you watching on video, you'll be able to see Neema sporting his new gift that he got from loyal listener and fan of the Estupid team, Estupid club, I should say, which is Alicia, who sent
You like nuts?
a You Like Nut sweater hoodie, which is beautifully designed, by the way.
You like nuts?
It's I guess it's aqua.
It's like teal, maybe?
Teal,
Aqua
maybe?
Teal or some shit, yeah.
Yeah, aqua's my favorite color.
Yeah, you're Aquarius, that's why.
Thanks.
You're a water sign.
That's right.
Yeah. So thank
actually,
you, Alicia. Appreciate it. This is actually pretty bomb.
Just to clarify, that's an air sign, but nonetheless.
What's an air sign?
Aquarius.
Isn't it a water sign?
No, it's the water bearer, but anyways.
Aquarius sounds like it's water.
Dude, I agree with
Why
you.
the fuck would it be air?
I don't know. Go talk to the people who made it up.
Actually, air is in Aquarius, so it makes sense.
We got it all.
True.
So anyways, this aqua-colored hoodie that Neema's sporting today is a gift from Alicia.
Alicia?
So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. You like nuts?
And earlier I posted, I played a video for Neema that was sent in my fellow comrade and collaborator, Vinny Sal, who some of you might have seen in Neema's videos, and he sent over a little, how would you say, birthday compilation video?
Yeah.
Of like some friends and collaborators. So that was a nice gift.
For sure.
And then you also got a meme or a picture that you guys took earlier in when you guys first met.
It was one of the first videos we filmed together.
All right.
He just made a shirt out of it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's a picture of Vinny and Neema dressed as like Italian dudes leaning up, like posting up against the car. And then on top it just says bro in big capital letters. So
because that was just literally a screenshot of a part of the video.
Yeah,
I remember. So yeah, thank you to everybody who wished me a happy birthday, and send me some shit. It means a lot. This is actually pretty dope. I mean, I would definitely make merch out of something like this, like similar to this, even like
for sure.
I don't know what exactly.
One of the ideas I have for merch is to team up with a like nut provider. A nut provider. I don't know what a person like a company who distributes nuts. I don't know what the word for that would be, a nuttery. So it would be cool to like team up with them.
Nuttery.
And do like either like be the salesperson or like a spokesperson for nuts.
That'd be sick.
And then you could run basically I'm basically just obsessed with enacting the golden nut campaign. Yeah. I had this idea to do the golden nut campaign.
It's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
It's exactly the same. Yeah, it's got the Neema Naz's nut
factory.
sack.
Nut sack. That's funny too.
Can you imagine we actually sell it as like the nut sack?
That would work.
And it's just like a sack of nuts we send you every month. It's like a monthly subscription or something, or like something like that. Anyway, so yeah, I've been obsessed with trying to do this golden nut idea. Yeah, and I'm like, how crazy would it be? With like you sell the nuts, or like even like you could even. I also had this idea. This is super stupid, but I was like, you could have a hoodie like the one you have right now that has like a specific like a pouch for nuts. That'd be smart. Nuts, right? And then anyway, so I don't know. Let's say you find the golden nut, and something happens after that. You win something, or you come somewhere. No pun intended. Yeah. Or you go somewhere, or somebody do something, or like you win something.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And following the nut trend, we've spoken about it before, but there's this food truck that we keep seeing like in our neighborhood that we walk by, and we had this like dumb idea one day of like, it'd be so cool if we took this food truck and rebranded it as a squirrel or like an S-curl.
Yeah, a squirrel truck.
And just like drive around handing nuts out to people.
Or like it's a
heavy allergy risk though.
I know, huge. Well, it's like the music festival trucks where they like, oh, we're dropping tickets at this area today at this time. It's like that.
I actually remember Cabana, which is like an outdoor pool party thing that we have in Toronto. Like it's like really, really beautiful. It's like on the water and you can see the skyline. They had people in the first couple of years. Maybe they still do it. Like in the summers. In the summer, they would, those like old school like ice cream bike. Like it's like a bike that has the ice cream fridge thing in the front.
Yeah.
What do they call like a ice cream? I don't know. It's not an ice cream.
I don't know.
Something. It's there's a word for it. But anyways, they would drive around like, the streets and parks and stuff like that. And like you just stop them and the guy would stop and like you buy an ice cream or whatever. And they would do that. They would go out and they would give out like, I don't know, popsicles or lemonades of some kind. And it was like a promotional thing to like, come to whatever. Exactly. So can you imagine we just dress a bunch of people up as squirrels?
That'd be hilarious.
And we like furries, fucking Johnny Drama style from Entourage. And we just like throw them on a bike and we're like just drive around and just imagine aggressively yelling at people on the street. You like nuts?
Yeah. Escrow.
Exactly. So invasive.
It's a good brand though. It's a good brand to build it like that way.
I know.
It's very unique. No one's ever done that.
Yeah.
Only I can do that.
You like nut.
No one else can do that. It's my thing. We gotta trademark it.
So 27 years old. It's pretty much the most irrelevant age you could have been.
Useless year.
There's absolutely nothing interesting between 25 and 30.
Yeah, I know. Especially 29.
And you're right in the middle, which is the most uninteresting part of the most uninteresting part.
Yeah, I know.
On the other hand,
but it's still young, so
it's still young. Right.
Still got a few years left before a dirty 30.
27. So let's just do the cliche birthday questions, How do you feel being 1 year older? Any different?
Not I feel different in different ways than usual. Like, well, compared to last year, I'm definitely healthier than I was. That's for sure. Much healthier. And I feel better too than last year around this time, I remember. I think and definitely have a way better perspective on life in general. Better work ethic. We've done a lot this year for sure to lead up to this point.
Yeah.
From where we were in the basement dungeon,
right?
To here.
A year ago, yeah.
Yeah. We did a lot more in this new house that we moved into pretty much after we moved in here.
Yeah.
I feel like I did a lot more in these past few months than ever.
Totally.
A lot more moves, a lot more plans, a lot more collaborations, and bigger ideas happened. So I just have a better perspective and a better mindset right now more than ever, and I'm excited for the future too. So.
Is there any part of you that's concerned about being 27 and knowing how little you know about the real world? I'm just fucking with you. But like,
no, seriously.
Is there any part of you like? Okay, I actually I'm saying this like, I'm saying this like around the age that I remember being at yours, and I was like, man, like 27, 28, 29, whatever. I was like, at some point, like I'm already an adult, but at some point I'm gonna be like an unquestionable adult. It's like, all right, 25, it's like, I don't know, you're still kind of a kid, right? Like 27, you're still young.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you get to a point where it's like, all right, man, like we can't say that anymore. Like, man, you gotta figure out how to do whatever.
Yeah.
Taxes, book your appointment. Like, I don't know, like it's so stupid and so dumb, right? It's so simple. But is there any part of you that's like, man, I'm 27, like I'm not 21.
Yeah.
Because, when you're 24, 25, even 26, I'll grant you. Because it's still mid-20s, let's say. But now for the first time, you're mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah. Now, based on that, what do you think?
I feel the exact same way as always. Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
Just a 14-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And a 27-year-old body.
I'm gonna work to the point where I don't have to worry about that shit. Ever. I honestly believe there's certain things that general public, like in general, people have to know. I actually I'm against that. I think there's certain things that people just shouldn't have to know. Like doing taxes and fucking indigenous funds and shit on Government of Canada site. Like shit like that. I feel like you should. There's certain people who just like they just shouldn't have to deal with it.
And
I believe that. I still believe that.
Okay.
Strongly. Because if man, like some people just don't think that these ways. Like I don't know. It's like the same way of like why don't people do art or why don't people do engineering? It's the same idea in my head. I don't see it differently, honestly. Right. It's like it's like choosing a career. Why do I have to? Why not? If we can choose our careers, why can't we choose what to know that's basic knowledge as well? It's like why do I have to do tax? Like why can't I? Why couldn't it be acceptable for someone else to just do all my taxes and shit? If I can, which I can. It's like why do I have to know about it? I don't want to know about it. I don't want to know about it. I actually hate knowing about it. Like it pisses me off thinking about it.
The good news is it's becoming more and more easier to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't have to fucking why does everyone have to do it? There's some people who just actually it's worse that they know. It's actually worse. It's making their life worse. It's literally putting more stress on people. There's some people who naturally are gravitated towards knowing how to do shit like that. But there's people like me, I'm like, I don't know anything, and I'm comfortable not knowing. So why can't I just fuck off and someone else worry about it? Well, I'll take care of the other parts of life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know. Sometimes I'm shocked at like whether it's my own idea of what I think is common knowledge, and then I see somebody else who, in my opinion, isn't common knowledge, or whether that is actually happening or not. Sometimes I'll look at like, I'm just going to use you as an example because like you happen to be sitting here. It's like, let's say, I don't know, like you would ask me like, oh, how do I do this? Or how do I change this or plug this in? It's like,
yeah.
To me, it's like, I'm like, man, like even right now, in this moment that I'm sitting here, I'm having a hard time even describing because it's like so beyond me. I'm like, how could it be? Right? I asked myself, how could it be that this person like doesn't know how to do this? And it's not. It's like I don't even know. Something happened. Like you said something the other day. I can't remember what it was. Like so many examples. Of course, I can't think of one right now. But like, it's just that it's like, how could it be possible that like you've gone your, and it's not even that I'm coming from like, wow, you're such an idiot. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it like, how could it have been that you've gone this many years alive?
Yeah.
And you've never encountered this? Like,
I know.
Okay, this is not a recent example, but nonetheless, like, it was kind of similar to that. When you were living on your own for the first time, and the only time, in fact, you called me, excuse me, the
bubbler
burp. Call me to be like, how do I cook chicken and something else? And it wasn't like it was through that conversation when I realized, oh, okay, so some very assumed things that I obviously I'm thinking are second nature simply are not to another person, as in the oven should just be on.
Yeah.
Right? Like I remember having this conversation, you're like, okay, like I did this whole thing and blah, 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 like I put it in, but like the oven's not, like what should I do with the oven?
Yeah.
And like it was at that moment I was like, wait a minute, bro, you didn't turn the oven on, right? Yeah. Like, and I'm not saying
I wouldn't know that.
Right, but I mean, I'm sure whatever the reasoning was in your mind, like, oh, maybe it's just like a stovetop, like you turn it on and within a couple seconds it's hot. Like I have no idea, right? Like I can't even, that's what I'm saying. My frame of reference, right? Like my whole idea was like, how is this possible?
I know.
How could this have happened? How did this person get this far into their life and never have, let's say in this case, baked chicken?
I know.
Without, like, we're not even talking like make it taste good. Just make it not raw.
Yeah,
that's the only standard.
I know.
No seasoning, no nothing.
I know how to marinate now.
For sure. I'm saying like, done it though, I'm saying like from
the first time I remember that. Sorry, excuse me, bubbly purpose. I remember calling you, and I was like, if I don't call him, I'm not making food tonight.
Right. It's either
I know what he has to tell me
or face hunger.
Yeah, and I really wanted to eat healthy at the time too. That was when I was starting to like eat healthier and trying to lose weight. So I'm like, I can't buy food, right? So yeah, I found a way somehow to find out how to do it.
Made it happen.
And I just made it happen. And then like, but like that was the first time I ever asked somebody.
Right.
I never asked anyone how to bake chicken until that day. Right. I was 22 years old. Yeah. So.
And listen, there's people that will go even 3 times longer than that, right? And never have cooked a meal in their life.
I know.
I don't know what to think of that. Like, I'm not judgmental or anything. I just think it's like weird that you wouldn't get to experience that as a human, like preparing food,
which is the most essential thing that your body needs.
Yeah, like I'm not upset if people don't know how to cook. That's kind of a different thing. It's like, but can you
make something?
Yeah, like at a human, like needing to exist kind of level, can you just
survive?
Can you survive? Like whether that's going to take, even if it's bland food, but you're obviously, you have the wherewithal to not eat chicken raw.
Right.
Like that would be the,
I mean, what's it called? At least there's Google. I could have found out through Google for sure.
If you had to.
If I had to, yeah.
Yeah. But and still some people don't know how to do a lot of things and don't go to Google first.
Yeah, I know. But because for some reason, I don't even trust Google before I trust someone I know can do the thing I need to ask for.
It's interesting.
Because, I don't know, Google has too many fucking options sometimes. And I'm like, I get overwhelmed. I don't know which one to choose or which link to click.
Right.
Or which video, and then I'm like, or I get lazy. I'm like, I gotta watch this whole thing now. I'm like, instead I just ask. They'll tell me straight up, and then I'll just. That's why. That's how my thinking is with that stuff.
It's not necessarily a bad thing to touch on something you said earlier, which is like, it's not necessarily a bad thing that some people don't have to know certain things about. I don't know, aspects of society that like realistically have nothing to do with them. Like one of the examples I could give you is if you think about like let's take the U.S. as an easy example because they have nuclear weapons. Okay, like from what I know, okay, we don't, right? So let's say 300 million people live there. Should we expect every one of those people to have an idea about what they should do about the nuclear first strike policy, as an example? It's like, no. Should everybody be expected to know like what the energy grid is able to handle and what blackouts and cyber and like all these other attacks, like, you know what I mean? Like, so obviously when you dumb it down less and like, sure, not everybody should be even having to think about some of those things because straight up, some people just don't have the mental capacity for it. It's not to be mean. It's just, man, there's a variety of IQs in the world. Right. Mm-hmm. And some people aren't interested and some people can proxy their vote to somebody else, and like for example, that's kind of like what you do when you do your taxes, right? Like you don't do them. You, Neema, the person doesn't do them. You proxy that service to somebody else who's like, stamped, which is an accountant of the Canadian whatever, and that's like, and they're on your behalf. Mm-hmm. I just wish there was an even step past that. And actually, Adomas is coming back in the podcast, so we can ask him for the third time and probably still not understand what's going on, but we'll try our best. But it's like from the tax standpoint, it's like I just wish it could be whoever the centralized collector of data and transactions was and probably knows how much we owe could just tell us or just take it or just, and this is why I'm obviously interestingly swaying the conversation towards Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, but I'm not going to talk about it because it's your birthday episode, but I just want to say like, that's probably going to help alleviate lots of these kinds of little problems that people like.
Yeah, for sure.
For example, you have with regards to some things like this that don't matter to you that you just wish somebody would do. That technology might overrun. So,
same with mortgages, all that shit. Like, I don't know.
It's gonna be
Let me just pay you money and fucking live somewhere.
I know it's gonna be a lot easier moving forward.
Yeah, for sure. I can imagine it has to get easier. Otherwise, what's the point? Of all this advanced technology, if it's not going to get easier.
Oh, it'll get way easier.
Yeah, that's why I'm definitely hopeful and optimistic about the future, and it's going to be in my favor, pretty much. Where it's like my dreams are going to come true. I don't have to worry about all this bullshit on paper and stuff. I don't know. It's
It's interesting because like one of the things that I now think of, to relate to like what it's like to like get a little bit older and make different decisions. It's like now that I have, let's say, when a paycheck comes in or a payday happens, instead of thinking like, oh, I have this much more money now that I can go buy whatever, I'm like, oh, great. If I put this aside or I save this certain amount or some, I can do this with this. I now think to myself like, oh, if I put this amount of money aside at the end of the year, I'm going to save myself headaches and hours of effort going and trying to figure out, let's say, taxes in this case. Or whatever else, and I can like in quote unquote like throw money at the problem. But one of the things that I feel like I grew up with was the idea that you should just like not like ask for help or hire people to do things that you need help with, or like it should just be figure yourself out. And that's not always a bad thing either. Obviously, you learn a lot by doing it on your own and figuring basic level things out. So at least you know how to have a conversation with somebody who ultimately is going to help you with something.
Yeah.
But I now see that my division of time, a lot of it comes down to what I'm willing to spend money on. Right. So, but before, if I was spending money on just trying to look a certain way or identity or trying to make some like label or something happen for myself, I get to the end of the year and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't pay for my, I don't know, car to be clean, my house to be repaired, my taxes to be done, this person to service, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't think. And now I think in those kinds of terms, I'm like, oh great. Like, let me satisfy, like, okay, like Callie has insurance and some accidental things that happen in food. Okay, that's done. And then, okay, my thing. And then this. And then, okay, let's get taxes done. And then, okay, I need X amount of money for, blah, blah, blah. And it's adding richness to my lifestyle. No pun intended.
I don't think it should be a thing to track your receipts and shit. It's also a thing I'm a believer on is why the fuck do I need to keep receipts or transactions? Every single transaction. I don't have time for that. I just want to pay for shit and move on.
I mean, you can, like, you obviously, like, you don't have to keep every receipt, right? Like, there's some things that don't matter.
Yeah, but depending on distinguishing between what matters and what doesn't matter, that's what the hardest part for me.
And that's the part that an accountant will, or some bookkeeping will do. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So in the past, you used to do like these like big days on your birthday where you'd go and get like
free shit.
Yeah, like get a bunch of free shit.
Yeah, that was the best.
But not this year.
Well, not even the past couple of years because of COVID. But I think recently they just like stopped doing a lot of those things.
What would you usually get? What are some of the deals usually?
So the best time I ever had was when I was living downtown, and those kind of like couple years. I went for my birthday. One year was the best. I remember I walked downtown from 9 in the morning until nighttime. I got bare free shit. Like I was full as fuck by the end of the night.
Wow.
I didn't have to pay for anything. I got, I think the first thing in the morning I went to, What a Bagel.
Oh,
and
nice.
you get a dozen bagels.
A dozen bagels on your birthday.
Yeah. And I got
like 12.
12 bagels.
Wow,
anything I want, pick it up. Yeah. It's just the bagels, not the actual like sandwiches and stuff like with the cream cheese.
No, but still 12 bagels.
I bought the cream cheese on the side, whatever, but like 12.
What is 12 bagels cost? At least $1 each, right?
Yeah, so I don't know, something like that.
Like 20, $20 maybe, something like that.
Exactly. And so I got that, and then I went to Denny's for Grand Slam breakfast.
Completely for free.
For free, yeah.
Like everything is like you don't even pay tax?
No, nothing.
Wow, that's interesting.
I could leave a tip if I want.
Yeah, of course.
I think I did, but
you always leave tip.
And the server was really dope and actually gave me some extra shit on top of it. So shout out to that server. I wish I could remember who it was, but and then after that I went to Booster Juice, got a free large drink.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Booster Juice crack.
I remember when I used to think Booster Juice was so healthy.
I never thought it was healthy. It's just
wrong again.
It's all sugar, so. But yeah, I did that, and then I went to it's always the juice places that gives you free shit. So I went to a couple different juice places, just like small
Jamba
drinks,
Juice,
whatever random shit. Yeah, I got that. Krispy Kreme. I got I think it was just one. They only give you one free one. But anyway, I got Krispy Kreme. I still got like a pack, like 6.
Of course,
just to eat along the way. And then I got that, and then there's another food place I went to. Where did I go? I think it was Smokehouse Burger or some shit. It's called something like that. Smoke something.
Yeah.
Whatever. They give you like a full like combo for free.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But like the thing is with some of these places, you have to register 24 hours before.
Oh yeah.
So I made sure I did that. I actually put reminders, and I was like, okay, like I had like 10 different things lined up to sign up. And Dairy Queen, actually, I got free ice cream.
Oh yeah, free Blizzard or something.
Free Blizzard. I had to sign up for that too. There's a bunch of things I signed up for. Got them on the day. I was just walking around enjoying my day, and it was beautiful outside. It was sunny. It was like my birthday always has the best weather, to be honest. Like it's like a little cold and snowy, but like it's still not too cold.
Right.
So it's like it's nice to walk outside, especially those those like early afternoons when it's like nice.
Sure.
But it's like a little chilly. It's the best. It's just like that. Something the air is just like,
I like that.
And then that's pretty much all I would do. And then I think there were other things that were not food related, but I just don't remember what it was. But and then I think I got like free movie tickets too.
Once. I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
Damn,
and I got half price off chicken wings at St. Louis Wings.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I got 2 pounds of theirs.
Chicken wings.
So, but yeah, I've not. That was the last time I did that, like 4 or 5 years ago. But I used to do that like pretty much like I was doing that like a few years in a row. I did that and then I stopped. And then COVID, they don't even do that shit anymore. So, also now I wouldn't even do it because I can't eat any of it. So
that's true.
I wouldn't really want to anyway. Like I don't even care to go to Denny's for Grand Slam breakfast. Like I could just eat way better stuff here at home, or just somewhere better than that. And then like I don't know, all these other places are just kind of shitty quality. I do, one thing I do miss that I haven't eaten in a while is bagels. Like a good bagel with proper cream cheese inside is a vibe, and it's toasted. What do you get properly.
Usually everything bagel?
Yeah, it's mostly everything bagel. I do love getting the jalapeno cheddar ones too.
Ooh.
Yeah, with herb and garlic cream cheese.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Or regular cream cheese, or the strawberry cream cheese sometimes.
Oh yeah,
but like it depends on the bread though. At that point.
Yeah, I like to be honest, I actually do like the onion bagels.
Oh yeah, that one's good too.
It's like onion, garlic, sesame.
Yeah,
it's kind of everything.
It's kind of like everything,
I guess. Yeah, those are proper.
Yeah.
The cheese ones are pretty good too.
Yeah, jalapeno cheddar's crap.
Jalapeno cheddar.
Bro, when it's toasted properly.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And oh man,
I like the ones that are like really a lot of like Jewish delis will have them, and they're like they're like sesame seeds or poppy seeds on top of them. They're very big. They're like very
massive.
Very,
the best bagel I've ever had was in New York.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
New York Jewish bakery or deli or whatever.
Yeah. Oh man, they crush.
That was the best bagel I've ever had. It was so good.
Well, they've been making it for like 100 plus years or something.
They literally had like like a buffet table of all cream cheese.
Oh my god.
And it's like proper shit. And they're like scooping
deli style cream cheese. It's so like thick and like
thick and juicy.
Delunctuous. I don't even know what words to use.
Creamy happiness. Yeah. I gotta get that New York bagel when I go back.
I feel like I'm gonna end up being a honey connoisseur by the end of my life. I've gone completely smitten by honey now.
Yeah.
It's over for me. I literally just take spoonfuls of it.
Yeah. I know. It's good.
Drizzle it on fruit.
Yeah.
Like literally any excuse I have, I'm like, oh man, we're gonna roast chicken. Okay, honey roasted chicken.
That's true.
Boom.
Yeah, we literally had that yesterday.
That I made yesterday. Oh, I'm gonna make some potatoes. Honey roasted potatoes. Beautiful.
So good.
Oh, I'm gonna put some fruit that's already sweet. Drizzle it with some honey.
It's a good substitute for sugar or like whipping cream or whatever the fuck people use.
Whipped cream is another recent obsession. Because I like thick whipped cream, but for some reason in my mind, I was like, it takes so long to make it. You can't make it and really like put it away. It kind of like loses its like form. Mm-hmm. And so to make it every time you want it, for some reason in my mind, which is really dumb, because it takes under like 3 minutes if you have a hand mixer. Just whip up some cream and off you go. You have whipped cream, right? Now that I for some reason finally like broke through my brain, I'm like, okay, this takes like 2 minutes and it's super easy. It's bowl and mixer. I make it nice and thick because I like it where like there's what you would call like stiff peaks, where it's not soft, it's not airy as much. It's more towards the side of like very early signs of what butter would look like, you know, because if you keep going, it'll eventually become butter, right?
What do you mean, like thickness? Why?
Yeah, exactly. So
it'll become hard.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you churn cream, eventually it becomes butter.
Oh,
that's what butter is.
So how do they make butter bricks?
Well, that's just shaping it that way in that direction.
Like, how do you shape it?
I don't know. Use like a mold or. There's
one of those containers that has a rectangle?
It's like something like that. I don't remember exactly.
And then they freeze it?
Like, for example, the Amish people don't even do that. They just roll it up. Like, they just churn the cream. It becomes butter, right? Nice. And then they just like put it in like deli paper, wax paper, something like that. Yeah. I've seen it like one of the butcher shops that I go to. They have Mennonites that deliver butter to them or whatever.
Nice.
and they sell them, and it's just like a rough rolled kind of looking. It's like a slab of butter. It doesn't look like a brick or a bar or like a pound. It just looks like looks like it came out of a bowl.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's super like
that's very interesting.
Anyways, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I'm definitely shifting the pendulum for my life from not liking dessert to like really starting to like it now.
Now you're a dessert connoisseur.
But I'm not a pastry and like junk food dessert. Yeah. I'm into like fruit, whipped cream, and honey.
Which is, it's a form of dessert, but not all of it.
It's sweets. But I don't, I mean, it is dessert-ish for sure, because I eat it at the end and I think about it as dessert, and it definitely is that. But I'm saying I'm not like into cookies and cakes and whatever.
Which I am.
Which you are.
I could definitely eat like still so many of those like chocolates, candies, whereas you still wouldn't do it.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Like if I could, I'd eat a bunch of that shit. I would eat
what, like candy bars?
Candy bars, chocolate bars, anything that's candy.
If you had to pick one thing to eat on your birthday, one candy bar.
One candy bar?
One candy bar.
Or like a chocolate bar.
What's the difference?
Candy bar is like it's candy, like it's not chocolate.
Okay, chocolate bar.
Yeah. Like a chocolate bar, or just like anything that has to do with chocolate.
Both. I don't know. There were so many subsets of the question.
You gotta get it right. Well, honestly, like cheesecake is still like my thing. Like, if anything, I'm eating that. That's the number one thing for me. Out of anything, other chocolate or whatever, cheesecake is my number one. I consider that chocolate.
Okay,
but after that, that's tough. Honestly, like, oh man, I love a good fucking nice glazed chocolate donut.
Ooh. From like Tim Hortons or something?
Yeah, I guess, but like Tim Hortons is all right, but like, yeah, like a proper place chocolate donut. Like Krispy Kreme?
Yeah, that's
like
proper.
Fucking, bro, their Boston cream like style donut is crack.
I believe it.
It's fucked. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Like a nice donut would be nice. Like warm and crispy. A sour cream glaze is like also it's like top 2.
Wow.
But like,
did you see the Justin Bieber
Tim Biebs
at Tim Hortons thing?
Yeah. Everyone's on that tip right now. Like everyone's going out like 12 a.m. getting them because they're like
12 a.m. what, today?
Yesterday.
Oh, they're out now.
They're like selling out quick.
Really?
People are buying merch. Like people who don't even like Justin Bieber are buying his merch at Tim Hortons. How random is that?
Should we go?
I'm fucking down.
Get 8 Tim Biebs?
I'd ruin them, bro. I would inhale.
I'm not gonna lie. Timbits
they're a crack.
I mean, they're basically like donut bites.
Yeah. Donut holes. That's what they call them in the States.
Donut holes.
They're stupid. I don't know why you
call it. Just the hole of the donut.
Yeah. I mean, Timbits, I actually prefer Timbits over donuts.
Yeah, sure. Because it's 1-2 bites and you can have so many different. Whereas
flavors.
if donuts,
how
many donuts do you think you'd actually eat?
Right now?
You're saying, I heard you once say you could eat a dozen Krispy Kremes in one sitting.
Yeah. In one sitting, yeah. Dude,
there's no way.
Do you not remember? Wait, were you there with me?
I don't know.
No, you weren't. I bought a 30-pack of those powdered donuts, like the small ones, from No Frills. And I also had the Panzerottis at the condo. And I ate like half of the powdered donuts in one sitting.
Wow.
That's a lot of
donuts. A lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
So, and on top of the food, might I add. But if I were to have just a pack of 12 donuts, I could dust through that.
Wow.
Right now, I don't think I could do that because I'll just probably yak after like 4.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's too much.
But yeah, I could definitely eat like a 6-pack. Different flavors though. Can't be the same flavor.
The other day we had some of your friends here for like a little weekend thing, and just for like the purposes of feeding a crowd, it was just easier to buy some like less than ideal food that I would have had myself eat or to serve to others. But when it was like 12 people and man's are on a budget, it was like, look, it looks like it's McCain fries and chicken nuggies and whatever else. So
chips and shit, pop.
One thing, one reason I'm bringing that up is because I wanted to say, having not only prepared the food, but just like where I would happen to have been sitting was like near also the table for most of the night. It was maybe the first time where I didn't even like play this game in my head of like, all right, let me just eat like one fry. You know, usually I'll be like, usually I'm pretty good leading up to this moment. I was like, all right, like, okay, I know people are coming over. It's birthday. I'm going to like quote unquote let loose, something like that. I don't know. I'll just have like a couple, you know, fries, like dipping in a little barbecue sauce, like blah, blah. Like, I don't know, maybe I'll fuck around, have a couple chips, like just to like taste, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, just to like, just have a little a sampler plate. So this was the first time that I didn't feel like doing that. And I looked at it and I was like,
it's not appetizing.
It's not appetizing. Yeah. Exactly right. It's not appetizing anymore. Even I was like, and it was one of the first times I actually did ask myself, like, okay, but do you really want it that much? Like, you just want to taste it that badly, and that it's that important to you? Like, I'm literally playing this out in my mind, and then reminding myself, like, all right, well, you can eat this, and sure, like, you know, it's not gonna kill your progress, your diet, or nothing like that. I just didn't want it.
Yeah,
I didn't do it. I didn't want to suffer the consequences of feeling shitty, even if it was 15 minutes. Which, by the way, I did end up feeling shitty anyways, because I had, we had cake that I just bought from the store or whatever. I told myself, I was like, all right, man, if I'm just gonna have a small sliver of this, like I don't want to be one of those people who's like so like unbelievably military strict, where like you can't even like lick like some icing off a cake. You know what I mean? Like where it's like obscene. Right. I'm not living like that. I said, no, I'm gonna have cake, and that's all. That's great. But I felt I had stomach, you know, ups and downs, like, oh, and you can kind of see the sugar crash. You can kind of feel it on. I had like 3 or 4 like forkfuls, kind of. Yeah, I didn't have a lot. But still, like, I've gotten it now to the point where my gut and my stomach are like really like working properly now. I can definitely sense it now. Like from the beginning of when we started talking about Viome, probably like around a year ago till now. Yeah. Actually, almost exactly maybe a year ago until now. Like, I feel like I have a completely new gut lining. Like the insides of my body are definitely like vibrant, and I feel like they're
working for you. They're
working. So as soon as I put something like that, which was full of, you know, seed oils and sugar and flour and gluten, coloring and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
My body was very sensitive to it. Not like I had stomach pains and I was like throwing up. Just like, that doesn't feel so good, you know?
Yeah.
Or like kind of makes me feel like a little more tired. I was like, I feel a little bit more tired than usual. And my brain actually was like starting to lose a little bit of I sensed it right away. I was like, because I've had lack of brain fog for so long. One little thing like that slightly set it off. I was fine the next morning. It was all good, and I got back to business as usual. But it was just interesting to like, you know, like watch myself throughout that day, just witness being near it, watching other people eat it, not being triggered then, not being triggered later, like having a cake and being like, I'm going to have a little bit. I'm going to actually enjoy every bite of it. And I did. I really enjoyed every bit of it. I was like, man, like there's a reason, you know, this tastes so good. They've extracted the most popular / addictive parts of anything that's found in nature, from fat, sugar, salt, whatever.
Yeah.
And no wonder it's like an unbelievable like if I had lost the voice of reason and nobody else was around, I could have easily sat and ate the whole cake. Period.
It's so easy.
That's the potato chip problem, right? You open one, boom, you can't. It's hard. It's hard, right? It's hard to fucking put it down. It's designed in a way where your brain doesn't get the signal.
Yeah.
Of the thing, and I remember hearing from somebody. But
I know, yeah.
Anyways, it was just interesting to witness myself. Is what I'm trying to get at. Like just throughout the day. Watching it all, and drinks was another one, right? Like drinks is such an easy one. It's like, all right, man, just have a vodka Coke. Like I don't usually drink, so if I'm gonna drink, it would be easy to justify like whatever, Coke or Sprite or something like that. Even that I wasn't willing to do.
Wow,
I was like, what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna have it on ice with soda. I'm good, and I feel amazing about it.
That's good.
And I drank the night before and the night before that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So I have a good time and I have a fun and everything too. But even when I drink now, I don't get bloated. I don't get the gas. I don't get the next day hung. Like,
it's like shits,
none of it. It's amazing. It's like truly a very interesting experience of like, and it also takes me much longer to get drunk.
I know, right? Same. I barely feel it anymore.
I know. It just processes it so quickly up to the point where it's almost
fucking drink, man.
I know.
I hear you. The thing is, because like I don't like to drink.
I know. Me neither.
So I just want to get drunk quick, but now I can't. So I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Inject it in my veins?
Pretty much.
Like butt chug fucking tequila.
Hard line into your fucking jugular. Yeah. I know.
I feel the same way too, though. With the food, especially, like I definitely was going with the intention of I'm just gonna like I'll snack on a couple of things here today, but I didn't overindulge at all, which I usually would.
Right.
Like I had 4 wings when you brought them down.
Oh wow.
4.
And I made about 400, so that's pretty good.
And like I had 1 piece of the sausage at the end of it, or 2, and then I had a couple fries, but like it didn't hit as much as I used to hit for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't even want to eat more. I'll have a few, which I did, but like I was like, okay, whatever, I'm over it. And then like I had a couple of the chips at the hummus, which the hummus is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Because our mom made it.
Yeah.
Homemade. It was actually really fucking good. I haven't had hummus in a while, but I could obviously feel the effects after because I was farting like crazy.
Sure. You see how sensitive?
And then the drinks, I'm not much of a pop guy, but like I haven't had pop in a while, so I did have a couple of cups of a couple of them,
and it's like actually enjoying.
It was really good though. Like it hit nice because I'm like, oh fuck, this actually tastes so good. But I know it tastes that good because I haven't had it in a while. If I have it every day, then it loses its value. So that's why I was like, I'm happy drinking this now and I'm enjoying it because like I'm not gonna have pop again for like months or more. So, and then the cake.
Yeah,
that was a part where I'm like, I could just unlimited eat this, but I was actually just full, so I couldn't even eat more.
That's right.
But the taste itself, I'm like, I could just like funnel this.
Yeah.
But overall, my body was way better at handling it than before.
One of the interesting things that's happening is like we'll pretty much go the whole day without tasting something even remotely sweet until maybe we eat fruit at night versus before, which was wake up, eat sweet syrup, juice, or Eggos or cereal or whatever, jam or like, something like that.
I wish we could have jam.
And then lunch, something sweet to drink usually, or something flavored with something sweet, or some teriyaki, something sweet, or whatever. And then dinner, obviously, and then after dessert. But now it's like when I think about it, it's like when I eat lunch, it's pure savory, like 100% savory. It's eggs and meat and fat and salt. Yeah, and there's no fruit. There's no vegetables for the most part, besides avocado, which is still fruit even. And then you go like so it's interesting, right? To think like you go pretty much 24 hours as if you're just walking out in the jungle and hunting or whatever the case, and on average you might come across a berry bush or a honey what is it called, honeycomb or a honey hive or whatever, beehive, or some fruit that maybe is growing somewhere wild, and like it feels like the right amount of sweetness that my tongue gets to taste every day. And it's that one time, which is amazing, right? Because we're saying, okay, so I actually wasn't bad on the sweets, but nonetheless, even me, like from where I was to where I am now is like obviously a massive difference. Even for you, it'll be even bigger, but think about it. No snacks, no sauces throughout the day that are sweet, no drinks throughout the day that are sweet, no, things that aren't necessarily even sweet, but have just loaded with sugar or corn syrup or fructose or something like that. High fructose corn syrup, like crazy. To think what you're doing,
bro. I used to eat so much sauce.
Sauce is a crazy one in my opinion. There's so much sugar and calories, just like and you're just like drinking it in a way, right? You don't even think it's food. It's just covering your food.
I know.
It's nuts, man. Like
I had a squirt of the
ketchup or barbecue sauce or something.
Yeah. And it didn't taste that good. It was all right. Like it was.
You can tell it's synthetic.
Yeah, it didn't
created in a lab somewhere.
It didn't feel right.
Right.
But I wish we could still have sauce if it can make it good.
Yeah.
I still like sauce.
Yeah, one thing I've been doing while we're eating like predominantly carnivore animal based is taking sour cream or yogurt or something like that, and making like a little dip out of it, or
Yeah.
Like you could make I could make like organic ketchup where it's like fermented and it'll taste pretty good. It'll taste like tomato sauce. Not sauce, like tomato
paste.
Not even that, like I'm saying it like tomato ketchup paste, something like that.
Yeah.
Like but it won't be it's not gonna be Heinz ketchup, like because that's not even tomatoes. That's just sugar with some other
syrup,
color that makes it look red. Yeah.
Yeah, like
that could be a flex. Yeah, I could do that.
Or chipotle mayo or something like that.
So I mean mayo. Yeah, you could make for sure if we buy, especially if you find high quality avocado oil. I've made mayo with olive oil before. Like it clearly comes out with an olive taste, because avocado is like pretty neutral tasting. But I've seen people make it with beef fat, which is suet, which I've talked about it before.
Yeah,
I just don't know how they did that because suet is not it's not liquid unless it's warmed. But if it's cooled down, it's like butter.
Yeah.
I just don't know how much, because the way you make mayonnaise is like you whip like egg yolks with vinegar and like something to bind it. So like Dijon mustard, let's say, and you pour slowly, like drip, olive oil or avocado oil or whatever oil you're using. But if I'm gonna do that with suet, it doesn't make sense because it would be too hot.
Yeah,
that's the only way it'll be liquid. So I don't know how they've done it. So I got to maybe do a little research on how that can happen. Because you can't pour it in, obviously, right? So it can, because you have to do it slowly. Because if you put too much fat into it at once, it won't mix together. It'll separate.
Right.
And then it won't be a sauce at all. It'll just be like watery egg yolk kind of with vinegar on it and some fat that doesn't mix in. So anyways, if I can figure that out.
Yeah.
Man, we can make, because somebody has made it. That's what I'm saying. I went to a place once and they had like truffle mayo, truffle aioli that was like, oh, we made this with beef suet. And I was like, what the fuck?
Where'd you get that?
Some like gastro pub, like one of those places that does like fusion.
Where?
Downtown Toronto. I don't know where it was.
Oh, so there's some place did that actually.
Yeah. It's like,
They said suet?
Suet, yeah. Like beef fat.
They said suet.
Well, he said, I'm saying suet because I now know that's the same thing. But at the time he was like, yeah, we made it with beef fat. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I'm sure it's possible then. Yeah, you can figure it out.
Yeah.
Or like once in a while, you can still do the avocado oil.
No? Exactly. Yeah. I'm just
it's not gonna hurt. Yeah.
No, not at all. Yeah.
Because I'm a sauce guy.
Sauce.
I'm a sauce boss.
Give me that saucy mouse.
Ooh woo woo
woo woo.
So I need that sauce in my life. You got the sauce. You got to get the sauce.
What are you gonna? We can wrap it up before. But I want to ask before we do. You're doing a Christmas thing, right?
Oh, like a series?
Christmas series surprise.
Yeah. I'm gonna film a Christmas series with all my videos, all my characters, writing letters to Santa, and I'm gonna post them starting this week.
Love that.
Every day till Christmas time.
And for anybody who's listening, we're gonna give a preview of the new project that we're working on, which is called the Stupid Club. You want to tell them what it is?
Yeah. So it's an email list / VIP access to all the live events that are coming up for me, and any merch details or down the line, or
opportunities to win, chance to like hang out,
greets or whatever, like down the line. It's just something to remind people of anything that's happening with my career, with my life, and if they want to obviously join along, you get first access. So
you can sign up right now. We can put the link in the show notes, but also if you go to our Instagram or TikTok and click the link in the bio, in the link tree link that we have there.
Yeah.
You can click on it, submit your email, your name, and I think it asks you for like an Instagram and your birthday, because we're going to pick people randomly and send them, special like custom videos and drop in your DMs, and maybe randomly FaceTime call you or send you some merch as a surprise and things like that. So if you're listening and you're interested, and we'd love to have you.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be good, man. Hopefully we get a lot of numbers and we keep building this thing.
Join the Stupid Club. And by next week, you'll get the email for the first Toronto live shows that Neema's doing. And the details are going to go out exclusively on the email list, not on the podcast or nowhere else, especially at the beginning. Mm-hmm. So to get access to it and to win, not to win, but to get those tickets, sign up to the Achievement Club.
Yeah. And also, we forgot to talk about what happened after the last podcast we did.
What happened after that?
After the podcast with Chris.
Oh, yeah. With the Gary Vee thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool,
We never
right?
talked about it.
Yeah, talk about it. Yeah, say a wrap. We can finish with that, yeah.
So, if you didn't know this, Gary Vee finally saw my posts on TikTok, commented, and he followed me on TikTok.
Wow.
And Twitter.
Wow.
Followed me on Twitter and TikTok.
We got to hit it on the...
TikTok?
On TikTok?
Yeah. Bro, I couldn't believe it. Literally, I went on my TikTok and I saw, you know, when you're scrolling through TikTok, or if you don't know, like when you're scrolling through TikTok videos and at the bottom it says the person's name, at the top, if they're following you and you're not following them, it says follows you. But if you follow them and they also follow you, it says your friend.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I was just scrolling this is how I found out. I was just scrolling and then I saw Gary Vee's video and at the bottom it says your friend. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean your friend? I go on his thing, I go to his following and it says Neema Naz, follow Neema. I was like, bruh. And he follows 200 people.
I know.
Total.
Snoop
Dogg is one of the motherfuckers who follows and then I'm also on that list, bro. I was like, yo, that's crazy. And then I went on Twitter because sometimes I usually check in, like maybe tweet some stuff or check some other things. And I saw my notifications. There was like a lot of notifications, and it says someone reposted my video on Twitter, and it was blowing up. And then like everyone was tagging Gary Vee, and then I scrolled a little more, and I saw that Gary Vee follows you.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? That's sick. And so, I tweeted at him too. I was like, yo, man, like, let me come on your podcast and give you advice as Gary Vee. So hopefully that happens one day. I know it's going to happen. Like, why would he follow me on both apps? If he didn't like,
I think he's watching. He's watching to see what you're gonna do.
For sure,
now.
he is.
He's gonna see, like, let's see what this kid does in a year.
I know. Yeah, exactly. He's gonna jump on the train. Watch. He's gonna see the NFT value.
Mate.
He's gonna let me join V Friends and
It's gonna make.
Yeah. Garage sale. Just start saying shit.
I love you, Dad.
So yeah, that was a pretty cool thing that happened. That went viral on TikTok. That video of me as Gary Vee with Chris Fahmy. And yeah, we're just gonna keep doing more of those. And I'm trying to get fucking Gordon Ramsay's attention out here. It's hard though.
Ramsay.
Donut.
No.
Fucking
it's all wrong.
Oh, is that what it look like?
What about the lamb sauce?
I still haven't said lamb sauce in any.
People are dying. Skit. They're waiting.
People still ask me, yo, we have to say
Where's the lamb sauce?
I'm just going to do a mega one day and just like, it's going to be an epic, where's the lamb sauce?
Where's the lamb sauce?
Yeah. It's going to be like Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah, exactly.
Like showdown. I'm just going to yell it. It might be, you know what? You know when I might do it? When I cross over Gary Vee and Gordon Ramsay together.
Oh man, that's going to be iconic. Yeah.
Maybe he's trying to like teach Gary Vee how to cook.
You on TikTok? He's like, TikTok. No. Never mind. TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he's like, he's trying to like
pass me the cornichons.
Yeah. What the fuck? Exactly. Gary Vee's like, my man, like, do I gotta put this in the oven? He's like, Gary, look, you're gonna put that in the oven like that. Where's the fucking lamb sauce? And then he's like, wait, it's on Craigslist.
Traded it up for an NFT.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Can you imagine Gordon Ramsay meeting Gary Vee?
Yeah. That'll be big, man. That has to go viral. No one else can do both of those
Imagine he's
together.
like, you fucking donut. Gary Vee's just like, I can't hear you. And he's like plugging his ears. He's like, I don't listen to anyone's opinions. Opinions?
Yeah. Bro, it's just like negative or positive. I don't see any of it. Gordon's like, fuck off.
Like it'd be actually kind of funny if you did Gordon Ramsay, like if you recreate what's the name of the show? MasterChef?
MasterChef, yeah.
If you create MasterChef, right, and he's the judge, and all the contestants are like your characters, whatever, they bring up dishes.
True.
Gary Vee's like getting yelled at during the cooking, and then he comes and brings dishes up, and it's like actually a good review, and he's like, I don't care, I don't hear the positive or the negative, right? And he like plugs his ears, he walks away, doesn't even know what grade he got. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck who you guys think about. He's like, Gary, you don't have enough points to end the game. I don't care.
I don't care. Fuck.
I don't care. I just have patience, okay?
Yeah, patience, okay.
I'm gonna win at the end. He's like, Gary, you're not in the game.
Yeah. Bro, I gotta think of the macro, okay? What happens to the micro? It doesn't fucking matter.
Dude, That's just maybe a great idea. Do a parody of MasterChef as Gordon Ramsay. True. And then like Bobak brings up a nut. He's like, yeah, no, it's like, imagine he doesn't even make a person dish. He's like, where did you get the nuts from? There wasn't in this challenge
it's
or whatever.
Okay, buddy, I find.
Don't worry about it. And then he like takes off the thing and it's like the new like nut sweater with the pouch of nuts in it.
That could be a good promo for merch.
I know.
Make it, maybe do a whole thing like
Imagine
that.
dumb fucking Bianca.
Yeah.
Being on a cooking show.
Like marshmallow s'mores.
Like, where's the pumpkin spice fucking flavor? It's like, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
We are in a fucking pasta with pumpkin. No.
Oh, how dare you?
How dare you?
Oh, fuck. Fuck me.
Who else would be funny as a character on that?
Well, Luca Marino, obviously. Yeah.
He just brings up sandwiches.
Panino.
He was like, bro, you didn't cook nothing. He goes, don't fucking
don't worry, bro.
Don't worry about me cooking.
You see this panino?
Bro. Bro. And he goes,
buddy.
He's going higher and higher. This is more and more upset.
Nonna's panino, bro.
Bro, you see these peppers?
Yeah.
Pickled, bro.
Bro, straight from the cantina. What do you know about that, bro?
Look at me would be funny. Bobak would be funny. I feel like Toronto Man would be hilarious. He's just always trying to. He's just always trying to whip up junior chickens.
Know, straight, yeah.
It's like, man, stop making that. The fucking thing is like pasta or whatever.
How did you make a junior chicken out of this?
He's like smoking a backwood as he walks up. He's like, where'd you get the smoke from?
Yeah.
It's always lighting in my fucking jeans, D.
My G, my fam.
My G, my fam.
Yeah, even Ranji would be funny.
Yeah, Ranji just always trying to fuck him. He's like, bro, like you can't play games. He's like playing 2K.
He's playing 2K. He just brings a PS5.
Oh my god. I'm trying to think who else.
Dalpuri?
There be some really funny ones.
Yeah, the Filipino guy. I could do a Filipino, yeah.
He's just constantly making chicken adobo.
Yeah, adobo. Hey, Mr. Garden, you like pancit?
Okay, I make for you.
Yeah. I make for you #1 pancit in my household.
Very talent.
Yeah. My tita, she teach me how to cook.
Who are the other characters? The Cuban guy, the Russian guy.
Yeah. Jora. And then the Arab guy that can do Arab.
Oh my god, the Arab guy in Gordon Ramsay. Imagine he gets so aggressive.
So aggressive.
And he starts yelling at him, donut.
Yeah.
You called me donut?
No, because so it'd be funny because Gordon Ramsay would be like donkey, and then he would be Yahmar. Which means
Yahmar.
donkey in Arabic.
Imagine Travis in the fucking cooking
Travis
stuff.
Funny, yeah.
He's not even cooking. He's just smashing brews.
That's it. Buddy, I'm fucking sauced. I don't know what sauce you're talking about, but I'm sauced.
He's just drinking Pabst Blue Ribbies.
Yeah, maybe he could be like, where's the lamb sauce? And he's like, buddy, what do you mean I'm fucking sauced? What do you mean
exactly?
Lamb sauce?
He's ripping her.
Yeah, like, he'll be like, yeah, maybe he could be like, yeah, that's right, pal. I'm fucking lamb sauced. Yeah, because that's what like fucking Austin says that all the time. He's like, I'm ham sauced.
I'm ham sauced. Fucking Oakville.
Yeah.
Damn, that'd be a great parody.
Good series, yeah. That's a good idea.
Because like a lot of people have been asking for a Shark Tank.
Well, I gotta make more of those. Those are harder because it's like longer version.
So we decided to call it a scroll hole.
A scroll hole. Yeah.
Instead of Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Exactly. Scroll hole.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. But
anyways, that's great. Yeah. So be on the lookout. It's Stupid Club.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Christmas series. Some other shit. And we got some live shows coming up within a scroll right there. This was episode 122 of the Straight and Curly podcast, brought to you by Nobody. Yeah. My name is Omid, and this is the birthday boy, Neema Naz. Together, of course, we are
Straight and Curly.
And we will see you next time.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
So much. Peace. Have a great night.